Hi, everybody. It's wonderful to be speaking to you again on YouTube, powered by Generation SUNY. I'm delighted to tell you a little bit about what happened today. Today is October 21st, and we launched the first of 7 statewide conversations on the State University of New York strategic planning process. Now, if you've been tuning in, you know that this is phase 2 of our strategic planning process. Phase 1 was my wonderful 64 campus tour, which was marvelous and went on in June, July, and August. So now, here we are in October, and we're starting a major conversation about the State University of New York's role in economic development and quality of life for the state of New York. We brought to the table 200 people selected from across our 64 campuses. We had a great contingent of academic leaders, of faculty, of students, and affiliated representatives from communities, from our alumni, from our corporate friends. And we were delighted to begin a conversation. We're focusing today on what we called a hypothesis, a working hypothesis. What is and what should be SUNY's role in the economic revitalization and enhanced quality of life for the state of New York? We say it's a working hypothesis because it's arguable. Should SUNY play a role in New York's economic revitalization? And if so, what ought it to be? So we had 2 very provocative speakers. They're both on our SUNY website, so I encourage you to go watch the webcast. Paul Grogan came from the Boston Foundation, where he talked about the role of anchor universities. We are places that are not moving our corporate headquarters. We're here to stay, and our role in economic development and quality of life. And then we had a representative, Carol Coletta, from an organization called CEOs for Cities, who talked about how we would create a metric or a set of metrics to judge our impact on economic development for the state of New York. We had a lot of conversation. We had roundtables where people worked on questions, trying to think outside the box, using the Collins notion of a big, hairy, audacious goal. What would be a BHAG, if you will, a big, hairy, audacious goal for the State University of New York and its service to the state of New York. I think people were gratified that a representative group of SUNY constituents was brought to a table. And when I say a table, you can't put 200 people around one table, but you can around 20 tables. And that's exactly what we did. We heard a lot about the excitement of actually working on this plan together and a sort of grassroots intentionality to get this plan right. We celebrated 3 defining principles: that we will always be engaged in our communities, that students are at the center of our enterprise, and that we house innovation and creativity that this economy and New York needs. So this was our start. Now we're going to break down the concept of economic revitalization and quality of life into 6 themes that will one by one be addressed as we move around the state. Right off the bat, on November 4th, we're going to be in Buffalo at the University of Buffalo. We will be talking about the education pipeline and the whole commitment of SUNY to access and success. That will be followed by a conversation on energy and sustainability, globalization, quality health care, quality places, and arts and culture. And that will round out our 7 conversations from October through February. We will be drafting commentary around our plan. You will see it on the web. We've called the web our magic carpet. That's where everything about this plan is going to be recorded. And you know, again, thanks to Generation SUNY, that we're going to be on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. And those are accounts you can access. We really, really want you to contribute your little ideas or your big, hairy, audacious ideas to this conversation. We're doing this for you. We are doing this for our state. And we want to be a leader, not only in our state, but around the globe. And that's a role that you can really help us play and develop this storyline for the future of the State University of New York and the state of New York. So thank you for listening in. I look forward to future conversations with you on YouTube.